guys, so today we're doing a fundamental reformer class and it's based around abdominal work, so deep abdominal work, our legs, glutes and upper body. So I'm starting on the reformer. We're doing a few mat exercises, so you can start on the mat if that's more comfortable and then work your way up onto the reformer. Otherwise, if you want to do it on the reformer to start with, just make sure that the foot bar is down, your headrest is flat and you've got all springs on just to support the carriage. Now from here we're going to lie onto our back, place our feet hip width apart, arms along by our side, and we've got that nice neutral spine, so we're not arching into the back and we're also not imprinting that spine. So we've got a nice gap between the small of our back and the mat. And I want you to remain nice and steady and stable throughout the pelvis. You can place your hands onto your hips so that you can feel the pelvis throughout the exercise. And from here, I want you to inhale, take a deep belly breath, and as you inhale, you're opening out on that right leg just as far as you can without allowing that left pelvis to roll off. You're going to exhale, draw back through center, and draw up through the pelvic floor. Inhale, let's alternate legs, open out to the left, and again remaining nice and heavy throughout that right pelvis. Exhale, pull the leg back using the adductors, yes, back through center. Inhale, opening out over to the right hand side. Exhale, drawing back through center. So we really want to engage the deep abdominal muscles, and with this it's a small movement, but it gets right into those deeper layers of the transverse abdominal muscles. Inhaling to open up, exhaling, drawing back through center. And again, inhale, opening out onto the left leg. Exhale, draw back through center. Over to the right again, and when you open, you're allowed to peel the inside of the foot off. Inhale, opening out on the left leg. Exhale, draw back through center. Nice work. From here, we're adding in the double legs. So both legs are folding out as far as you can without letting the pelvis tilt. And then exhale, draw back through center. We're going to stay here for 5 more. Inhale, opening out. Exhale, draw the legs back in together just so that they're hip width apart again. We've got 4 more here. Using your breath, connecting deeper into the abdominal muscles. Our last 3, inhale. Exhaling, we've got our pelvic floor as we draw up. 2 more here. Inhale, opening out. Exhaling. And we've got our last one. Try and get both legs opening out at the same time and also coming in at the same time again. Good work. From here, lower the hands down by your side. We're coming into our dead bugs. So again, we've got that neutral spine. We're nice and heavy throughout our pelvis. I want you to inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you're going to start to float your right leg up into tabletop. Inhale to lower down. And as you exhale, let's swap legs now. Our left leg's floating up into tabletop. And when you change legs, just make sure that we're not shifting from side to side with our pelvis. That's remaining nice and level. The only thing that's moving is our leg, and try and get this movement to come from the deep abdominal muscles, so the lower abs, rather than your hip flexor. So exhale, float that leg up. Draw up through your pelvic floor. Inhale to lower down. Exhaling, float the left leg up. It's just a little movement. On this next one, can you add in a little arm lift? So as you float your right leg up, draw your left arm up, have energy through the fingertips, up towards the ceiling, and then inhale to lower down. And swapping legs now. Our left leg's drawing up as our right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Our shoulders are down, chest is wide, lowering down. Good work. Exhaling, right leg, left arm. Inhale to lower down. And then again, opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, we're not shifting through the pelvis. If the arm movements are too much, just keep them down and focus on the legs. Using your breath. Inhale to lower everything down. Exhaling to float the opposite arm, opposite leg down. Can we do one more on either side? Remembering that pelvic floor. We're drawing up. We've got our last one here. And then inhaling to lower down. Nice work. From here, can we float both legs into tabletop? So we're really engaging our lower abdominals here. We've got that neutral spine. We're not imprinting into the mat. If this is too much, you can always continue with the dead bugs, just like we were doing before. Otherwise, to advance this, you're inhaling, arcing away your right foot, a light toe tap, and then exhale, draw back through center. Inhale, arc the left leg away from you, or just as far as you can without losing form, and then draw back through center. So even if it's a slight arc away, and then draw back, that's totally fine. Just focus on engaging the lower abdominals here. Inhaling, sending the leg away from you. Exhale, draw back through center. Nice work, using your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Deepening that abdominal connection as you exhale to draw that leg back up to tabletop. Inhaling here. Exhale. Good, one more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. And we've got our last one here. Inhaling here. Exhaling. And then lowering the legs down onto the foot bar or onto that platform. And from here, you're going to draw yourself up into a seated position. We're going to change over the springs now. So we're taking off all springs except for one red. And from here, coming into, it's called the quadruped. So we've got our feet are in the headrest and our knees are in line with our hips. Our shoulders are in line with our wrists. And I want you to press away from that platform, really engage the arms, and also with the platform, with the hands, feel like you're pulling it apart. So remaining nice and steady throughout the abdominals. We've got a long line from the crown of our head to our tailbone. And from here, we're just engaging the arms. So I want you to press away from that platform using your arms, and then draw back, resist against that spring. So we're working into our lats, our core control, and also a little bit of shoulder work here. So exhale, pressing away, noticing how my lower half's not moving. It's just the upper body. Inhale to draw back in. We've got 3 more like this. Exhale, pressing away. Inhale to draw back in. Keep pressing away from that platform. So we've got that nice head, neck, and shoulder organization. We've got 2 to go. Lower belly is in. Holding nice and steady. Good. And we've got our last one here. Pressing away, drawing up. Nice work. On this next one, we're just going to engage our lower body. So our upper body staying nice and still. Our shoulders are still over the wrists, which are in line with the platform. From here, I want you to exhale. Reach your knees away. Open up through the hip flexors. Inhale to draw back in. Exhaling, pressing away. If it's too heavy on the red spring, you can change down to a blue spring, but just know that it's going to be more abdominal work. Inhaling to draw back in. Exhaling, reaching away, opening up the hip flexors. Inhale to draw back in. So you should start to feel your lower abdominals engage. Good, we've got 3 more like this. Keep pressing away from that platform. We've got our last 2. And our last one here. Nice. On this next one, we're going to incorporate that all together. So you're going to press away from that platform with your arms. With your legs, you're reaching out long. Keep the legs out long. You're going to pull up using your lats, and then bend through the knees, draw yourself back in. And then again, exhale, pressing out long with the arms. Reach the legs back. Draw the shoulders over the wrists again. Bend through the knees. We've got one more like this, pressing away. Keeping the arms long. Reach the knees long. Keep the hip flexors long. Draw yourself over the wrists. Bend through the knees. Nice work. Come up from there and just roll out the wrists. If you would like, we can try it on a blue spring so you can see the difference with the abdominals here. So we'll do that same sequence, but just on a blue spring. When you're ready, coming into that 4-point kneeling position, pressing away from that platform. We're going to lengthen out through the arms. See how much it's lighter. Get as far as you can. From here, reach back with the knees. Hold steady through the lower abdominals. From here, we're drawing our shoulders over our wrists and then draw the knees back in. Notice that it's a lot more challenging on the abs than it is for the arms. Then again, inhale, send yourself back. Exhale, reach your knees long. It's almost in a bit of a plank position. Draw the shoulders back over the wrists, knees back in. We've got one more like this. Reaching those arms back. Followed by the knees. Draw your shoulders over the wrists, knees back in line with the hips. Nice work. We're going to reverse that now. So our knees are coming out first, followed by our arms. All right, let's reach the knees back long. Pressing into the bottom, opening up the hips, reaching the arms back. So this one's a little bit harder. Draw through the knees and then draw your shoulders over your wrists. Let's do 2 more like this. Reach the knees back, extend the hips forward. Press away from the platform with long arms. Bend through the knees and then draw back up. We've got our last one here. Reaching out long. Hip flexors are opening. Press away from the platform. Our arms are long. There's a slight shake in the belly. Bend through the knees. Draw yourself back in. Nice work. All right, from here, we're going to draw that foot bar up. And we're changing over to one red spring here. To make it more challenging, you can walk your knees away from the shoulder rest. Otherwise, if you'd like more support through the core, you can walk your knees right up against it. You're going to grab hold of the short loops, and from here bring your hands down by your side. They're a little bit in front, but reach the fingertips down towards the ground. Shoulders are down, chest is wide, your gaze is towards the wall. You're going to exhale, draw your hands back a little bit further than your hips. We still want the fingertips drawing down to the ground. Inhale to release. Exhaling, maintaining nice and steady throughout the belly. Inhale to release. Shoulders are down and feel them drawing in just slightly. We don't want to really crush the shoulder blades in together. It's just a slight drawing of them. Using your breath. Shoulders are down, chest is wide. Engaging into the backs of the arms. You're going to feel this in the core. Inhale to release. Exhaling. Drawing back. Can we do 5 more like this? Using your breath. We've got our last 4. Exhale, drawing back. 3 more like this. We've got 2 more here. And we've got our last one. From here, can you stick your bottom out just a little bit? Elbows are coming in nice and close by the rib cage. Still our fingers are pointing out long because we want to protect our wrists. And draw your gaze in between the well. From here, you're going to exhale, keep the elbows by your side. We're just extending the forearms long. Then inhale to bend. Exhale, extending long. Inhale to bend. So we're working our triceps here. Feel the lats engage and feel the shoulders drawing down the back. Chest is wide, shoulders are down. Inhaling to bend. Exhaling, reaching out long. Belly buttons in. Our butt sticking out just a little bit. Working into those arms. Inhaling to bend. Exhale, extend. We've just got 5 more like this. 4 to go. Inhale to bend. Our last 3. 2 more like this. Elbows are in close by the side. And our last one here. Nice work. Can you place that right loop onto the shoulder rest? And with your left hand, you're going to reach up and grab hold of the plastic part of the straps. Place your right hand just beside your ear, and from here we're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are down. And as you exhale, you're going to draw your left elbow in close by your rib cage. As you do that, you're rotating your upper body around. So our hips are nice and square. We just want to rotate the upper body. Inhale to release. So it's a single arm row with the rotation. You're going to start to feel it through the obliques as well as through the arm that's pulling back. Exhale. Inhale to release. Hold nice and steady, and it's a slow release. We don't want to fall forward as we release that strap. Inhaling and then exhaling, adding in that rotation, maintaining nice and steady. Both hip bones are facing forward. It's just our upper body that's wrapping around. It's almost like you're wringing out a towel. Exhale, add in that little extra twist. Good, feeling this through the obliques and the arms. We've got 5 more like this. Inhale to release. Our last 4, elbows drawing directly behind us. So it's aiming for that foot bar for 3. We've got 2. And our last one here. Nice work. Place that long fluffy onto the shoulder rest. Reach up, grab hold with your right hand. Our left hand's coming behind our head. Exhale, add in that rotation. Inhale to release. Exhaling, adding in that rotation. Your hips are still tracking forward. Inhale to release. We're just allowing that upper body to glide around through the rib cage. Elbows drawing directly behind us. Using your breath, opening up. Inhale to resist. Exhaling, opening up. Inhale to resist. Nice work here. Drawing that elbow directly behind you. We've got 7 more, holding strong through the belly for our last 6. We've got 5, exhaling. 4 to go. 3 more here. Exhaling, adding in that rotation. Our last 2 hips are tracking forward, and our last one here. Nice work. From here, you're going to reach down, grab hold of the other strap, and from here, we're going to cross the strap over. So we're grabbing hold of that plastic part again. Coming onto that high kneeling position. From here, we're going to exhale, add in a little row. So our arms are out a little bit further in front of us. Then we're exhaling, drawing back. Inhaling to release. So shoulders are down, chest is wide. This is just going to open up through the back and the chest. Hold steady through the belly. Remember, you can always bring your knees up against the shoulder rest. That's a little bit easier, as that way it takes out the core. Otherwise, maintain nice and steady. Draw yourself up tall towards the ceiling. Belly's in. Glutes are on just slightly. Don't overgrip. It's just a light squeeze. Last little bit here. Elbows are drawing out and back. Let's do 4 more. Inhale to release. Our last 3. We've got 2 more here. Nice work. And our last one. Good. From here, uncross those straps. Place the fluffies back onto the shoulder rest. And we're going to add on some springs for our footwork. So we've got 1 red spring. We're going to add on another red spring and a green spring as well as a blue. So we should have 2 reds, 1 green and 1 blue. If that's too much, just take off 1 red. So you've got a green, a red and a blue. From here, we're lying onto our backs. Make sure that your headrest is nice and flat. Feet are hip width apart. We're just going to come into a bit of bridging. Arms along by your side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. You're going to start to imprint your spine onto the carriage. Keep the feet flexed. You're going to press into the heels just gently. We don't want to press away from the foot bar. All we're doing is lifting our hips up towards the ceiling. Draw your belly button to spine. You're going to roll yourself down 1 vertebrae at a time and release your tailbone at the end. And again, exhaling. Draw your belly button in, pressing evenly through both heels. Work the backs of the hamstrings. Open up the hip flexors. Feel like you're sending your knees towards the opposite wall. Draw your belly button to spine. Keep the feet flexed. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Release the tailbone. Nice work. We've got our last one here. Exhaling, tilting that pelvis back. So drawing your tailbone towards your nose and reaching up nice and high with the hips, opening up the hip flexors. Good work. Feet are still flexed. Roll down one vertebrae at a time and release the tailbone onto the carriage. From here, our heels are on. We're coming to our footwork. Feet are hip width apart. We've got neutral spine. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, press away through the heels, reaching the legs long. Inhale to resist on the way back in. Exhale, pressing away. We don't want to lock the knees, just make it a fluid motion here. And really resist the springs on the way in as well as on the way out. We're not getting a free ride. We have to use our leg muscles. Inhaling and exhaling, holding nice and steady through the belly. Inhaling, drawing it in. Exhale, pressing away. Feeling our glutes working. Inhale to draw back in. Nice work. We've got 4 more like this. We've got our last 3. Exhale, press away. Good. We've got 2 more here. And we've got our last one. Exhale, pressing out all the way. Bend through the knees, come down halfway. We've got 10 little pulses. Just 2 inches up, 2 inches down for 9. We've got 8, 7, feeling the burn through the quads. Our last 5, 4 to go. 3, we've got neutral spine for 2. Our last 1, extend through the legs, bending the knees, draw the carriage in. We're going to come into our Pilates V, so toes together, heels together. Heels are lifted and always together throughout this exercise. And with your knees, just have them in line with the width of the foot bar. So we don't want to open up too much, and we also don't want it too tight either. So just open up to the width of the foot bar. Keep the heels lifted. Exhale, pressing away. Draw the inner thighs together. Inhale to resist. We've got 7 more here. Really lengthen through the legs. Draw the inner thighs together. 6 more. Heels are still lifted. Work through the calves. Our last 5. Inhale to draw back in. 4 to go. Exhale, pressing away. We've got this. We've got neutral spine. 3 more here. Our last 2. Exhale, press away. We've got this. And 1 more here. Coming down halfway. We've got 10 little pulses. 9, 8 to go. 7, 6, 5 to go. 4, 3 more. 2, we've got this. Last 1, extend through the legs and bending the knees, draw the carriage in. Good work. We're going to come up from there, change over to 1 red spring for our glute work. We've got 1 red spring, just make sure that your fluffies are on the headrest. And we're going to lie ourselves down. So thread your elbow through and you're going to scoot your bottom back towards the edge of the mat. From here, you're going to place the fluffy over the arch of your top leg, so my left leg. And we're going to draw ourselves back into that start position. You may need to wiggle your bottom back further, just make sure you're comfortable. And also, as an alternative, you can place a chi ball in the headrest, and that way you're just supporting your head with the chi ball and your other right hand is free. Otherwise, from here, we're going to float our left leg off our right leg. Make sure that that left leg starting at a nice 90-degree angle, foot is flexed. From here, keep the hips stacked. You're going to exhale, press through that left heel, draw that heel, aim that leg for the middle of the foot bar or even further back, but not too far that you open up the hips. Inhale to control the bend back in. Exhale, pressing away. Work through the smiley part of the glute. Inhale to bend. And again, exhale, pressing away. We're just bending that knee back to that start position at 90 degrees. And then exhale, pressing away again. Working into that left glute. We've got this. Exhale, pressing away. Inhale to draw back in. We've got 5 more like this. Using your breath, hips are stacked. 4 to go. Nice work. Our last 3. Exhale, pressing away. Inhale to draw back in. 2 more here. Good. And we've got our last one. Nice. Keep that left leg long. You're going to sweep it forward and then exhale, draw it back. So you're kicking back into that heel and reaching it back to where that foot was aiming for the foot bar. That was a lot of F's in that. Inhale to sweep it forward. Exhale to draw back. Good. Inhale, sweeping that top leg forward, making sure that it's in line with the hip. Exhale, drawing back, holding steady through the belly. We don't want that left pelvis drawing forwards with us. So if that's too hard, just make the movement a little bit smaller. So sweep it forwards and back. You're still going to work the glute here. Good. We've got 3 more like this. Inhale, sweeping it forward. Exhale, drawing back. If you would like, you can start to point the toe as you sweep it forward. Flex the foot as you draw it back. We've got our last one here. Inhaling, flex the left foot, draw back. Nice work. On this next one, we're just finishing here. Sweep the top leg forward as far as you can without losing that pelvic stability. Point the toe towards the ground. Lift and lower that leg. Just lifting and lowering. Nice work. Good. We've just got 5 more here. Really working that glute. 4 to go. The carriage is still. It's not moving for 3. We've got 2. Nice work. Last one here. Pressing through that left foot. Bend through the knees. Take your foot out of the fluffy. Place it onto the shoulder rest. Draw yourself up. And we're repeating on the other side. So making sure that you're threading your elbow through, your bottom's coming back towards the left-hand side. Place your foot through the fluffy. And let's start in that 90-degree position. From here, you're going to exhale, press out through the right foot. Inhale to draw back in, remaining nice and steady throughout the hips. Using your breath, inhaling and exhale, pressing out. Really lengthen through that leg. It's like you're reaching that right heel long. Exhale, pressing out. Inhale to draw back in. You start to feel the glute kicking in here. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice work, holding steady through the belly. We've got 4 more like this. Inhale to bend. We've got our last 3. Nice work. 2 to go. Exhale, pressing away. And we've got our last one here. Keep the right leg long. Can you sweep it forwards? And then exhale, kicking back. You can always make the movement small. Inhale, sweep it forward. Keep that pelvis nice and stacked. It's not coming with you. We're disassociating from the hips. Nice work. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, drawing back. We've got 4 more like this. Working to that right glute. You can add in that little point and flex of the foot for 3. We've got our last 2 here. And 1 more here. Good. Sweep that top leg forward again. Hold the carriage still. Point the toe towards the ground. We're going to lift and lower that right leg. Last little bit here. We've got 5 more. 4 to go. 3 more here. 2. Last 1. Pressing back. Bend through the knee. Take your foot out of that fluffy. Place it onto the shoulder rest. Roll onto your back. And you're just drawing your right foot over your left knee. We're opening up through the right glute here. Take an inhale. You can reach behind the left leg if you wish. And that way you're going to intensify that glute stretch. And we're stretching out the muscles that we've just worked. So it's elongating them, lengthening them. Inhaling here. And exhaling. Inhale again. And then exhale. Good, one more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Nice work. Find the foot bar with your left foot. Take out the right leg, place the left foot over the right knee, get that release through the hip, and then reach behind and grab hold of the right thigh. Inhaling here, and then exhaling, release. Inhale again. Exhale, release. One more here. And exhale. Good. Find the foot bar with your right foot. Release your left and draw yourself up into a seated position. We've got our mermaids to finish, so we've still got that one red spring on. Our right leg is coming up against the shoulder rest. Our left leg is bent in front of us, and our left hand is coming onto the foot bar. Our right hand's just by our right knee. So from here, we're going to exhale, press away, lengthen out through the left arm, reach up and over with your right hand, so you're getting a stretch throughout the right hand side, and then keep the left arm straight. Just draw yourself back through center. And then again, exhaling, reaching up and over. It's a really nice stretch and release. And draw back through center. One more like this, reaching up and over. Nice, keep that right butt cheek down if you can. Good, on this next one we're adding in a rotation. So adding in that thoracic extension, your right hand's coming to the foot bar. Widen the grip, rotate the shoulders around, and then press out even further. From here, you're going to draw yourself up. Shoulders are down, chest is wide. And then exhale, roll yourself down, leading from the belly first. The last thing to lower down is the head. Then lift yourself up. Shoulders are down. It's like you're shining a light to the opposite wall. One more here. Enjoying this stretch and release. Good. And then drawing yourself up. Nice work. Swapping over to the other side. Our right leg's in front. Our left leg is up against the shoulder rest. Try and get the left butt bottom down. Right hand's onto the foot bar. Lengthen out through that right arm. Reach up and over with the left. Get that stretch. And draw back through center. And again, reaching up and over, pressing away. And then draw back through center. We've got our last one like this before we add in that rotation. Nice work, shoulders are down. When you're ready, drawing up and over, place the left hand to the foot bar, widen the grip, press out even further, and then draw yourself up. Feel that stretch and release. And again, drawing yourself up, shoulders are down, chest is wide, arms are long. We've got our last one here. Drawing yourself up, lowering yourself down, and then draw yourself up to finish. Releasing the arms. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. We worked the abs, we worked the back, arms, our legs, glutes, and a bit of extension to finish. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.